Hey guys, I thought I'd tell you my story about my coming out. A lot of people have asked about that experience, so I decided I would make a video. So my coming out experience, I didn't really intend on coming out when I did. My stepsister actually found a picture of me with a guy on Facebook, and she actually showed my dad. She actually ended up messaging me and letting me know that she told my dad and to expect a call from him. It really freaked me out when that happened because I hadn't even thought about coming out to my family yet. So I ended up actually calling my mom that same day, and I was actually really nervous, and I was telling her, I was like, "Mom, I have something to tell you." And the first thing she was like, "Are you failing classes?" Because when I came out, it was my freshman year of college. It was my second semester. And I was like, no, Mom, I'm not failing any classes. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Do you have a girlfriend?" And I was like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. And then she's like, "Well, do you have a boyfriend?" And I was like, yeah, I do. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you." And she's like, "I always knew there was something special about you. I'm so glad you're happy." So the whole coming out experience to my mom went really well. The coming out experience with a few other people didn't go as well and smoothly as it did with my mom. But I mean, my coming out experience compared to others is very good. When I came out to my sisters, they were more upset with the fact that I had lied to them about being gay than the fact of me actually being gay. My older sister at first told me she'd pray for me, and she wasn't too excited about the idea. But eventually she did come around, and now she's one of my biggest supporters. My little sister was pretty much excited. She did have the Christian background like I did, so at first it was a little bit shocking, but she's also very supportive of my lifestyle now. When it came to a person who took it the worst was probably my dad. Him and I had a lot of problems getting along in the first place, so when I came out it was even harder for us to communicate with each other. I would say now him and I have gotten to a point in our relationship where we can actually have a conversation, and we understand that the other person's different and we're not always going to see eye to eye, but it's nice to actually have a relationship now with my dad. I came out back in 2008 and it is now 2015. I would say my dad and I started to begin our relationship again last year back around my birthday. So it was a long journey, but it was definitely worth it because in the long run, I've always wanted to just have a good relationship with my dad. When I told my grandparents about it, they were both very supportive. They told me that they'd love me no matter what, but they wanted me to know that this lifestyle that I was choosing to live was going to be really hard, and they wanted me to know what I was going to be up against. They knew that I wasn't going to be accepted everywhere I went. They knew that it was going to be extremely hard. So they gave me their support, but they also let me know that I'm going to have a battle ahead of me, which I've definitely come to realize it hasn't been an easy one. I mean, I've had parents attack me. I've had other people from churches attack me for who I was. And I mean, coming out is never an easy experience, but it's definitely worth it. I've never been happier. When I was in the closet, I felt like I was never going to be who I wanted to be. I always had to hide. I always had to monitor what I was saying out loud. But ever since I came out, I've been so much happier, and I would never go back. First person I came out to was actually one of my best friends in college. Her name was Kelly, and I actually took her for a long walk and ended up crying quite a bit. Some of the things that I've dealt with since I've come out, I've been called a few things. I mean, I don't hide who I am anymore, so there have been some people who use the word faggot. There have been a few people who have thrown things at me. I've been through a lot of different hard things, but for the most part, it's been well worth it. Most recently, I've dealt with someone creating a hate page and writing the word faggot across my face. and having tons of people sharing it on Tumblr. Never had that happen to me before, but I mean, I've had so many friends support me, and they've all shown me their support and love, and I mean, I'm just going to keep on moving on with life, and I'm not going to let that slow me down. The reason I actually came out was because I was actually seeing this guy. I won tickets to see a Carrie Underwood show, and I decided to invite him down from West Virginia to come see it with me. I didn't want him to have to hide who he was around my friends, so I actually told my friends all about me being in the closet and inviting this guy down to come see the concert with me. I actually ended up buying 2 extra tickets so that my friend Kelly, who I came out to, and my sister could come with me to the concert. Plus, I was kind of scared to meet Chad for the first time because who knows, he might have been a creeper. But in the end, it was worth it. I dated him for 2 years. The relationship ended. Him and I are kind of friends now, but we don't really talk on a daily basis or monthly basis. It's just every once in a while we'll check in on each other. When it came to coming out and accepting myself, those were 2 completely different events in my life. Coming out was an experience, and it took several years before I could actually accept myself for being gay, but it's definitely a feeling that I hope everyone gets to experience in their life. Loving yourself for everything that you are and accepting yourself for everything that you are is an amazing feeling. Right now, I'm single. I'm not really looking for a boyfriend at the moment. I'm happy with who I am, and if I run into someone who goes well with me, then I guess we'll start a relationship and see where it goes. But as of right now, I'm just happy being me, doing what I'm doing, looking out for myself and moving forward in life. I really don't know where I'm going to be just yet, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm only 26 years old, and there's a long road in front of me, just doing the best I can. My main focus right now is just being happy with every moment in life. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys have any coming out stories, let me know. You can comment in the box below. Hope you guys have a great day. See ya.